Hi and welcome to Real Reviews. My name's Martin Carr and today I'm going to be talking about Fingernails, which is out on Apple TV Plus right now. It stars Jessie Buckley, Riz Ahmed and Jeremy Allen White. So let's get into it, shall we? Right, so Fingernails is written and directed by Christou Nikou, and as I said, it stars Jessie Buckley as Anna, Riz Ahmed as Amir, and Jeremy Allen White as Ryan. Now this is an interesting love triangle. The premise of the film is basically that love can now be tested clinically under scientific circumstances, and couples can go to a clinic, an institute in this case called the Pinewood Institute, have one fingernail removed and put in a petri dish, which then gets put into a microwave type of mechanism, and then the result, the compatibility test, will be done. It ranges from 0 to 50 to 100%. So 0 is obviously no compatibility at all. 50% is one person out of that couple feels more than the other one does, or vice versa. And finally, you have 100% compatibility. So it really raises some interesting questions over the idea of what it means to be attracted to somebody, what attraction actually stands for in a social context, and obviously there are mirrored. Those attitudes can be mirrored and sort of reflected back into contemporary society, where ultimately now it's very much the dating sort of arena, as it were, could best be described as temporary, could be best described as shall we say a little bit empty in terms of substance, where you can find out everything about anybody instantly, and therefore that sort of need to make that real connection and feel that emotional sort of vibe with somebody. I say vibe, I sound like a hippie, but you know what I mean. It's massively reduced. I think one of the things to take away from Fingernails is ultimately that, you know, this idea of falling in love, this idea of being with somebody and feeling that attraction, it can't be put down to science. It can't be pigeonholed. It can't be categorized, and ultimately it can't be decided by one person sticking a fingernail into a petri dish and then sticking it into a microwave. It just doesn't work. So I think the themes of the film are really, really good, and I think maybe best to check out. Let's move on to the characters and sort of, you know, get the real meat and potatoes of what I think is really going on here. Right, so as I say in my review, the idea of relationships, of romantic comedies, of you know, cinematic representations of this are inherently false, because every time a new relationship begins and people find that connection and forge that bond, something else falls apart. You know, there is a casualty. There is somebody there who is at the other end of that scale in terms of they're heartbroken, or they're resentful, or they just have, you know, they can't understand why it doesn't work. And what the film explores is this idea that, you know, that these things take time, and that they take effort, and they take constant effort. So the idea that, you know, as I say, that love only looks easy from the outside, you know, from relationships, good relationships, everyone's like, my God, you know, how have you maintained this bond for so many years? You do it through work, you do it through commitment, and you do it through effort. And that is what comes through in this film. This is where you get Jessie Buckley, you get Anna and Ryan, who are apparently 100% compatible, and you know, they're mated for life like a pair of swans. and yet they seem to have settled into a routine. They've settled into a slump, and there's little signs throughout the film that maybe these people aren't maybe meant to be together. Maybe there is something slightly missing. And so when Riz Ahmed comes into the equation, and Anna's emotions have piqued her interest, she's brought back to life. This is the thing, you know, and it's a very melancholy film in a number of different ways. And this is the thing, this is what makes it so good. This is why I think, you know, if you can't find this in a cinema, if you don't go and see this in a cinema, which you may not because it's only got a limited release, that you need to track this down on Apple TV. I think some people have said that it's a little bit slow. Some people have had issue with its tonality. I personally get it 100%. So I would recommend that. I would recommend this film. Go and check out Fingernails. And I'm going to move on to my rating next. Let's do that. Right, so I'm going to give this a 4 out of 5. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale, because, you know, this is a really clever film. It doesn't try too hard. It hasn't got any gimmicks. It's got an Oscar nominee in Jessie Buckley. It's got an Oscar winner in Riz Ahmed, and a Golden Globe winner. Let's not forget in Jeremy Allen White for The Bear, which I learned today has got its season 3 renewal from Hulu/Disney Plus, which is just the best news because it's a great thing. So 4 out of 5 on the big old 5 scale. Check out Fingernails at your earliest opportunity, and let's dive into that trailer, shall we? Let's do that. Right, so you lucky people have made it to the end of the video for Fingernails, which is out on Apple TV right now and is well worth catching. This is the bit where I'm going, look, if you like the video, then give me a thumbs up, you know, give me that encouragement. You know I need it, you know I want it, whatever. Failing that, you can always drop a comment in the comment box below, and I will get back to you and we can dive a little bit deeper into Fingernails and talk, you know, hypothetically about the idea of rom-coms and so on and so forth. If you want to do that, we can do that. Or failing that, you could always just subscribe, so that every Tuesday and every Saturday when I drop another one of these nuggets into the internet, then, you know, you can listen to or watch as much as you want and then go about your day. So until next time, take care, talk soon, and be sure to check out a few more of those reviews. Cheers, bye.